I'm Christina, and today let's review the B Tarot deck and guide. The B Tarot was written by Kristoffer Hughes with art by Nadia Turner. Full disclosure, I do tend to love Kristoffer Hughes' work. His other works were thorough yet easily accessible. The deck comes in a sturdy box with magnetic closure for those that like to keep their decks in their boxes. I don't keep mine in their boxes because I rotate through them so fast during client sessions that having to open a bunch of individual boxes would be frustrating at best. But if you like the boxes, it does come in a very nice one. Now let's talk about the guidebook. Many tarot decks come with just little booklets like this, but B Tarot comes with a full-sized, full-color book. Inside, you'll find not just the overall meanings of the cards, which they adorably call buzzwords, but the deep symbolism, history, and artistry of the images. For example, let's look at the Strength card. Of course, the Strength card in tarot is never about forcing things to be your way, but a quiet fortitude and internal wisdom. You can really see that in this card with the figure's gentle care. On the flip side, we see in the card what happens when we don't work in tandem with our surroundings and nature, represented by the cotton flowers in the field. The pesticides in modern cotton farming have a detrimental impact on bee colonies, and beekeepers have been warned not to position their hives near cotton fields. A few other cards that I think really deserve a mention, if nothing else, than for the symbolism and artistry of them. First, the Empress. The Empress is a gentle character, a maternal and creative person in tarot with a bit of an edge. She knows her power and wisdom and will stand to defend it. And the Empress in the Bee Tarot, we see this echoed again with the Queen Bee figure, gently but firmly leading the hive. The Devil card invokes feelings of dichotomy and desperation. Do you choose the factory setup that produces barren lands and monocultures but is more lucrative? Or do you break away from material wealth and whatever else is holding you back, knowing it's the better but slower way? The Delphic Bee is one of a small handful of cards that went through a name change. In traditional tarot, we would call this card the Hierophant or the Hierophant and represents tradition, learning, wisdom, mentorship, that sort of thing. In this card, we can quite literally see the wisdom and spiritual nourishment dripping from every surface. And the treatment of this card as the Oracle at Delphi is brilliant. 10 of Jars. Kids in bee costumes, perfection, no notes. Truly one of my favorite cards, but that might be because I grew up in a very specific era of time. If you're too young to remember, it's No Rain by Blind Melon. Look it up. And finally, the Eight of Pentacles. This is the hard work card in most readings. It's striving to get better, putting in the time, and being willing to say, this wasn't quite right, let me perfect it. The figures in the window really hammer home something that so many other Eight of Pentacles cards don't. The sacrifice in time and energy may require you to miss enjoyable opportunities while you are building something for yourself. The deck itself reads beautifully and has a peaceful feel to it without being sugary and is quickly becoming one of my favorites. If you'd like to know more about the author or the artist, their websites are on the screen and I also left them in the description. And as always, you can find me at themysticoak.com.